Hello, this is Jay from Cucumber Shop, and today we are looking at the very long and the very small. Here we have the Tar Kakdi. It just started growing here. This is a little thin fruit here that I have, and down here is cucumis. Nope, sorry, Melothria cucumis. Little tiny male flower. I'll show you the female flowers in a little bit, but that's the little tiny male flower. And let's compare that to this one right here. Female flower, the cucumis mellow here, compared to that. Quite a difference. In any case, we'll take a look at some of the Tar Kakdis first. That's the long one right there. So this is the plant. Growing it here in September. Growing any kind of cucumis mellow in September here in Northern California, you're going to get powdery mildew. It's just the way it is. This time of year the seasons change. And I noticed some very small ants, and I was wondering if these small ants were moving around aphids, but no. Those small ants are taking advantage of the female flowers and the male flowers' nectaries. Now, the nectaries are these little organs in the flowers that produce the nectar that bees want to come to. But you know, a lot of ants, they do what they can to get food, and they just take advantage of the situation. And I just also wanted to show this, little ant and this male flower to show that these opportunistic ants will go for anything that they can. But this is a female flower. This is a male flower of the Tar Kakdi. And you can tell because this male flower doesn't have the end or that, immature fruit behind it like the female flower has. Over here, we're growing some Melothria cucumis, and you can see a little tiny female flower there just starting. Now, the Melothria cucumis do not produce those little tiny flowers until the plant is about this big. Or, it could be stressed and produce the flowers earlier, but happy plants like this will get about this size, and then they'll start producing fruit. Now, I'll show you real quick here. We have a male flower that is deformed, so I won't keep the seed of that one, but that one behind it isn't too deformed. But as you can see, we have more ant action going on over there. Ants are definitely trying to get all that nectar that they can. Here's a look at the little tiny tendrils here compared to the tendrils over here of the Tar Kakdi. Little tiny leaves of the Melothria cucumis. But the plant itself, as they get bigger, they love taking over everything. So we'll take a look at some more female flowers just starting up, if I can find some. Now, I see a little male flower in there. See that in there? And there's an ant on there. And there's some little male flowers just starting to bud. Here's a female flower with an ant on it. There was another one. It can be kind of hard to find. There's one that's budding. And here you can see a male flower. Or female flower, I mean, because there's a little male flower. And let me see if I could find that other one. Yeah, it's hiding under the leaves somewhere. Just look at these. There's one that may have already produced. And you can almost see If I can get in focus. Nope, not going to. There we go. You can almost see the striping there. Almost. Maybe later we'll be able to see the striping. There's some more male flowers. There's a bunch of undeveloped female flowers here. Looks like that one already came and went. Trying to see if I can find any more. They'll be hidden for a while, and then all of a sudden they'll just, a whole bunch will produce at once, especially near the end of its life. I'll come around here. Yeah, as you can see, this the vine's just taking over. It's going every which way. I'm gonna see if I can get it to go up this trellis here. It will eventually take over everything. That's just the nature of Melothria. There's another female flower that's immature there. I don't know, there's not a lot to see here now. I see another female flower down in there. Yeah, but it's hard to see from here. Yeah, I think that's about it for today, folks. One last look at my Tar Kakdi. I'm pulling a lot of the female flowers off this because I know that even though this is the great Tar Kakdi, which will produce these huge fruit, this time of year, it's the Melothria that will win. The days of the Tar Kakdi are numbered. It does very well when it's hot and dry, and we're getting cooler and moister days and dew in the mornings. Oh, I see another one. There we go. In any case, I just wanted to show those to you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Happy to try out this new Melothria cucumis from Brazil, and happy gardening.